Welcome back to one's journey of unwinding the mind and, of course, your daily microdose. Now, tune in to the latest episode of One's Journey. I want to share a story with you today about something that happened to me recently and how quickly the ego belief system can just F you up, can remind you how easily it can take back control of literally everything. Recently, I recorded a video on the body, how it's an illusion, how it can't do anything on its own, how it's the ego's best friend, how the ego utilizes it to remind you of the separation. Well, I recorded that video, and literally the next day, I'm not kidding you, the next day after I recorded the video, my body was under attack. My body was trying to attack myself, aka the ego. The ego belief system was utilizing my body, the thing that reminds me of separation, to bring me back into its fake reality. I all of a sudden had debilitating back pain. You guys, I have not experienced this probably in at least a decade and a half. I have some degenerative issues in my lower back, but by no means has it been a part of my narrative anytime recently. And boom, it was there. And I am probably physically the strongest I have ever been, and I know for sure mentally the strongest I have ever been. It was very, very interesting what this did to me. When it first occurred, I really reminded myself that this was the mind. The mind was projecting this illusion. It was an attempt of the ego to keep me stuck, pull me back in, remind me of separation, put me in a place of receiving attack and giving attack. And I continuously went back to that and thought, Ashley, where is there some shame and guilt in our mind, some forgiveness opportunity? What is this bringing up? And I think I did pretty well with not allowing it to really impact my mind in a powerful way, not allowing that body to do that until a split second. Patrick said something, I have no clue what he said, but I just remember this rage inside, and it was like he finally gave me the opportunity that I was doing so well at not taking to project all of the pain I was feeling, which in turn I was really only feeling that pain because of the shame and guilt that was still lying within me. I went from 0 to 1,000,000 in a matter of seconds. Friends, by no means am I enlightened or have I laid my body aside. Obviously, I'm here, and this stuff still happens. Thank God I have Patrick, who is able to see through the attack and see what I really need was just love and acceptance for who I was, and he didn't meet my attack with attack. Therefore, the attack couldn't last long. Attack wants attack. And when we don't give it attack and instead we give it unconditional love, it can only last so long. And that, I think, determines on the level of where that person is at with doing their mind work and really coming from a place of love and untying the ego. But in reality, the attack can't last very long if it's not receiving an attack back, feeding it. And I pushed through. I got back into reminding myself that I'm dreaming this pain. Like, this is not really happening to the Ashley or to me. Not Ashley. Ashley is an illusion, this body. But in fact, that outside of this dream, it was not impacting me. It was as if I was dreaming it the night before. And don't get me wrong, I was still feeling it. But it was a different kind of sensation, a different understanding of the sensation. And yes, I modified things within my life as far as working out and all that, but I continued to revisit the mind place. Usually, in the past, when my back would have gone out like this, it could be months, it could be years until it got better. I think the last time it was bad over a decade ago, it was a good 2 years before I really got to a place again where I could function without possibly my legs collapsing from the pain. So anyway, it only took a couple days. It took one day or a couple hours of me allowing the pain to just take control. And I went down the rabbit hole of, I just want a different body. I'm ready to go to the next lifetime, all of that. Like, it was extreme. And then once I came back, it was our beach day, and I was like, we're going to the beach. I'm not going to allow this to impact what I'm projecting. And only because I switched my mind did the projection look different, AKA going to the beach. We went to the beach. I was very careful what I did the next few days and went back to the course and just really practicing forgiveness at the level of the mind in any opportunity possible. As small as stubbing your toe, something like that. And just really digging in, and I'm not 100% back, but I am probably 90%. So it just goes to show how quickly I was able to pull myself out of that by recognizing it as attack by the ego. But I wanted to share this with you because it was a real life experience for me, and it just is a good representation of how quickly we can just be taken back under control in the process of untying this ego. And we're not alone in that. And the more we share, the more one another can see these scenarios coming before they ever truly impact us, or the flags, or whatever it may be. We're all just walking each other home, right? Like Ram Dass says. So the more we share about our experiences, the more it helps each other grow within this illusion, so then we can get out of this illusion. That's the story for today. I believe the episode that I was recording was called Body, What Does It Do? Is it really real? It's an illusion. I don't know. It's one of my first videos I ever did. So I encourage you to go back and read that or listen to that and know that the next day Ashley was a freaking mess. 0 to 100 in a matter of an instant. Like the holy instant, right? But it was an ego instant. I don't know what that's called, but it was opposite. It happened so quickly. Please share some different times that this has occurred to you, and now you're able to look back and be like, oh my gosh, look how that happened. And let's just get into a discussion about it and continue to be open, sharing consistently. And I will continue to create videos where I'm sharing my real life experiences. The beginning was really about laying that foundation, and now we're really going to start to move into a lot of more experiences and how we actually integrate this way of thinking, this thought system within this illusion to get out of this illusion. Yay! So thank you again for tuning in. I am so grateful for absolutely all of you. Thank you for being an amazing part of this community, for supporting one another. Be me. It only exists with all of you. We're all just walking each other home. The more people we bring into this community, the quicker we can get home. We can wake up. Technically, we're out of there, but we can wake up to the realization that we're already home. Again, until we see each other again, please, please, please remember you are worth it, and I love you tons. Bye.